Hey guys, welcome to the live. Guys, a lot of wine today, so I don't even know if y'all gonna hear me straight. This is 38%, but the battery in this one is way better, so hopefully we can do a whole live. I do want to do more than yesterday. I did again that 555. I'm gonna try to do more, because I feel like I'll be on this 555 for a while now. I just want to do more. I want to reach the 775. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I had that goal. More results. Yesterday, I literally just ate eggs, peanuts, and mangoes, and felt amazing. And it just too. But I feel like, to be honest, I feel like when you only eat real foods, not processed, you feel way better. And I think I'm disregarding how protein makes you feel way better too, emotionally, And even though I have knee pains and all that stuff from running, I hadn't as much today, so I'm seeing how eating more protein might be the answer. I was thinking of going there, but I'm really feeling like that. I think I'm gonna stay here again. Yeah. Maybe we do muscle up later. Let me take the lights out of these because it gets too much light and then the battery goes off. So you're gonna do the other parts. Do it right here. I don't feel like doing the bar for real. But then, 80. I feel way heavier today. I don't feel like I feel. I know. For the first time, I feel like my body needs to recover from the day before. Weird. like I felt my chest and my legs sore, but my back, I only started feeling sore when I was stretching. So today I'm trying to do the same numbers to make sure I feel everything extremely sore the next day. My ligaments feels kind of weird. $160. It's like I have the pump, I have the pain, but I just feeling extremely heavy for some reason. Feel like might have been the 12 eggs that I ate yesterday. Peanuts also makes me feel heavier. I don't know. 25 shows the challenge. It's weird. It's like you want to do more, but when you expect to be easier from doing more times, it's the opposite. I feel heavier. It's weird. 200. Less. I feel like bigger and stronger, but I'm way heavier. Beast Cordial, hey. Hi, how you doing? Hey, remember me? Remember me? I'm me, I'm going to like. I appreciate me. I do remember you. I do remember you for sure. I always remember you, man. Keep pulling up. I know you about the name. For real. Trying to do is because I'm doing every set with 20 reps. I'm trying to really squeeze and focus and control to make sure, even though I'm not doing more numbers, on that 20, I'm going super hard. I think it definitely improved my mood. Only eating eggs, peanuts, and mangoes, cutting off the processed bread or cookies or whatever. It definitely was like increasing my mood. Even though the craving is still there, you know, I still have the parasites in my body. Comes to gains, it's more of the protein than the carbs. 40. Doing like longer reps, so more slow motion, and it hits more. It's not about you going super impulsive that necessarily is more gains. No, if you control, you make more pressure into the muscle, so it grows more. Training is for results, guys. Training is not to show up. Doing that fast pace, sure is all that. You're only misleading yourself, because results come from pressure. More pressure you put it, more gains. Already feeling my back getting thicker. The bump hitting there. harder, doing slower, but it's also because I feel heavier, you know? I'm feeling heavier today. A lot of tension here since the morning, I don't know why. Got 260, right? I don't even know if it's 60 or 80 right now. I think you are 280. Getting to 300. I completely forgot today. I'm not remembering. Getting a huge pain here.
200 now, because I was not sure if I did 200 before or not. Something I really felt yesterday was, as I eat the mangoes, I feel hydrated, you know, and as I eat the peanuts or the eggs, I feel dehydrated, more thirsty. So I'm still navigating into what makes sense to me and what doesn't. You know, definitely want to grow, but feeling well is like a top tier. Option for me. I feel slower. I think it was the eggs or the 12 eggs that I ate. But then I'm huge at the same time. So I'm not sure, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna choose today. I realized that looking at the best fitness guys, I'm looking bigger and better than them, and they all use gear and I don't. So making me realize that is me even pushing me harder and harder to be the best, because I'm getting the gains through effort naturally. Go to their own like they go to the gym all by themselves. I would love to have that shit, you know what I mean? I would love to have like place where I can drink because I'm being so in the zone when it's just me. You never know. I have days I pull up on a workout and that workout made my day. When I have other workouts that it's the opposite. It feels like I ruined my day. It's weird. It also depends always in events of life, you know. was healthy and handsome. Bro, freezing, snow on him, whole hair white from the snow. And bro is like going through it, you know what I mean? I like the energy. He's like similar to mine. I always think it's just me or just a few, but to see another one, I like that shit. There's very few who have like hype energy. I feel that's the energy that a person needs to get motivated. These people who go and blast, you know, with that hype energy. Adrenaline rush. I like to do narrow grip as wide grip. I feel like it drains different parts. Yesterday from the run and squatting, and I still felt it running, but way less. Squatting I'm not feeling at all, so I definitely feel something helped. I don't know if it was the peanuts, the eggs, I don't know, but something definitely helped, you know. When I was having a fruitarian diet, only eating fruits and nuts, I didn't remember having no joints, man. So maybe it was the peanuts, but it's too soon, you know. I'll have to isolate and see. I'm eating eggs, I don't even know how many days, but some days. Peanuts was just yesterday. I don't know what what it is. I feel like when I incorporate these natural foods that has protein and fat on it, my body enjoys it a lot, and I feel like happier. I noticed that. I was thinking like maybe just eat fruits and peanuts today, but also the eggs always thinking because I just feel like eggs makes me feel good too, and it's fueled with like protein, so it builds me more, you know. I have my back, oh no, see, he's gonna be there. He's on this. But I feel my body blessing me. But I also feel heavier in the beginning. And that's what I noticed. I wanted to do more, but once I get to the 400s, I'm already like wanting to finish this. And it's always like I know I can push to 455, but more than that, it seems like super extreme and heavy. You know, I don't know. I guess I'm at a point in my life where the 555 is the number of reps for me to know that I overextended a little bit of what I wanted, but at the same time, I'm not like going overboard and stuff. Because going overboard sometimes it doesn't bring only gains, it brings like so much pain and suffer. They do bad decisions like eating stuff that is not good for you. It doesn't help, you know. Already feeling tired for sure. Way more tired than every other day. One part is like, because I fasted the day before yesterday, I feel like I might have felt my body lighter and as I aged more than usual yesterday. Not much, because even though it was 12 eggs, I felt like even with 12 eggs, 12 eggs, 5 mangoes, and like probably 200 grams of peanuts, it was not like a huge amount, you know. But I'm definitely feel way heavy. Now, I don't know if from consuming double or consuming so many eggs, or it's from eating the past minutes in the past, made me feel heavier too. I don't know what it was. You know, my back is blessed right now. I feel my back huge. And that's what I've been feeling. Like my arms is huge. My chest is huge. My back is huge. Even my legs, you know. And I love that. But I know it's not enough. It's definitely good because it's been that long since I started feeling big again. And I feel like I'm going backwards to that. Just felt weird. I said backwards. It's like I'm moving back instead of forward, you know. I don't know. As I said, sometimes I pull up and like I really love this shit because it's therapeutical to me. Where I have my zone, I'm just training and I'm like enjoying the pump, enjoying myself. And you never know, bro. It's a blessing when it's these days because it's not always. You know, some days it is what it is. Mariana, you'll be flying shortly. I'll be flying to Japan. I definitely feel more heavy today than the days before. But part of me is not. It's getting a huge pump. It's a blessing. But part of me, I don't feel like it's hype. It's like tiring me more than usual. But I appreciate you saying that. Guys, you don't feel as tired for 140. feel like thicker most of the way. It's just so weird to me. And one day I'm so light, the next day even though I feel good, I feel so heavy. I'm more conscious. From fasting the other day, I put even more my conscious. I forgot to do the squats. I have enough more content these right? Now I'm gonna do narrow push-ups. When I did wide, I felt less on my shoulder, which is good because my shoulder be messed up a little bit. But let's see what happens if I do narrow. me more protein, I'll have more energy. Maybe in the opposite as always. Because when I fasted, I get my best performance. And yesterday I ate more. I feel heavier. It's being hard. Let's see. 555, 56. Today, this was really crushing me. I think I'm gonna just eat the mangoes and peanuts and cut on the eggs just to see how I feel tomorrow. I feel lighter, I feel better. That's what's up. You know, to be honest, this haze, I felt like there's gonna be nobody here, but that wasn't what happened. A lot of people pulled up, and I barely had time to be training on my own, which is unfortunate, but
it is what it is. It's weird. Sometimes there's days that it's the workout that makes the day. And yesterday, for example, I'm gonna be honest, yesterday was only Portuguese people, and it's just like, I don't know, be around my people, I usually like it, but living here is a bunch of foreigners, which, you know, I know y'all guys come everywhere, and I appreciate y'all, but I don't really feel like home when I be just around foreigners and stuff. So it wasn't the best workout, to be honest. Plus I was feeling extremely heavy the whole train. I just want to be focused and on my grind, you know what I mean? But instead I had like people around. Was the other guys who talked to me after the live, and you know, I'm not really for the shit chat, I'm only really for the talking, especially when I feel like it's not straight talk, these other things, I'm not with it. And to be honest, like I met one time a German guy who was pretty cool, I met a skater who was pretty cool, but in general I'm not really by talking. And you know, I thought it was going to be a train just for me, especially being harder. I was way more heavy, I feel blasted, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't have 1 second. Literally, like, I started training, then entered the other guy, he stayed there for me long, then as the moment he left, entered other guys, and I'm like, fuck bro, I have a moment for myself. And just, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. That's what happens. That's why I was talking about watching the Trent Twins, like they go to the gym by themselves, nobody there, like it's way more enjoyable. You can focus on the grind, focus on the pain, and not be feeling like you're being observed or people want to talk with you, people who are not like you, who are not like driven to hustle and pain, when I just have talks and they don't comprehend that you have the body that you have because you are so obsessed on the work, because you're not for the chit chat in conversations, but yes, to the hard work and train, you know. So you just have a bunch of people who are not like you, and I want to talk about that shit too. Yesterday I wanted to talk about what is like people who are not like you, are not like driven, motivated and driven, like they don't want to be the best, they don't want to be winners, but then they want to talk and associate with the winners. That's not how it goes. If you are a driven person, if you are a winner, you're gonna respect winners and know that most of their life is hustling. But people who are not like that, they want to associate, but they don't want to bring that energy. They don't want to put what it takes. They want to talk, waste their time, be lazy, and that's the type of people I don't want to associate with. That's why these people who pull up and want to talk and have conversations, I don't have no interest in talking to them, you know. The same people pull up on the park and they smile, they want to talk. I want to talk. I'm a hard-working, driven man. I want to work. I want to train more and more intense. If you cannot pull up on my pain, on my work, same level, we cannot hang out, you know what I mean? Unless you're here on the live, that's cool. I love to talk with y'all. But in real life, I don't really associate with people who don't want to put the grind, don't want to be hustlers. And hustlers get each other, you know, it's rare. That's why I have a very niche of people who I know is like me, is hard workers like me, and put their grind.
because everybody else, they admire first, and there's two responses: admire to jealousy, and admiration from not being straight, desiring the person, and that's definitely what I'm not looking for. So, you know, I would definitely prefer to work out alone, but what can I do? I didn't have that chance. Sometimes we have great days and we can be by our alone and work out and grind, and I can be there with y'all. Like, I feel like when I'm alone, I can put up all my energy, focus on y'all, focus on motivational, teaching, talking. But when there's people staring at me, when there's people who want to talk with me on some either gay shit or just peasants trying to associate with the king, that's not possible. That's what I said: warriors be warriors, and warriors associate with warriors. So it's unfortunate because people be selfish and like they very self-centered, so they think that, oh, I'm just gonna be here, spend a bunch of time here, and I just want to talk with him, but I don't want to talk with you, and I'm trying to make this content for y'all. So I'm trying to give y'all the most motivational thing, the most teaching things, the best energy, but I can't while I have people staring at me and invading my energy, my space. That's why I guess so I Ayurvedic, and I want to talk with y'all about this. That's why I didn't stop the live there, because I felt like there was a lot of things that I wanted to say that I wasn't able, because I was steadily people appearing, and just I feel restricted. I keep talking, I keep saying what I have to say, because people are not going to live there, but I don't feel as comfortable to be so transparent and so focus driven on the energy to share with y'all while I'm in the live, because I feel other people's energy looking at me, seeing what I'm doing, and I don't feel as transparent. So I really felt like today we're gonna have a day only focused on my workout and y'all, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case at all. It appears same people that appeared in the past, and I don't even know. Sometimes I even wonder if they don't check my life and go there, not really realizing that they are jeopardizing my life, my train, because other people's energy interferes with the energy that I'm trying to pull up on y'all, and I don't fuck with that shit. I don't associate with people below me. And that's it, guys. I just want to share that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the chat. Heavy day. I feel extremely heavy today since the beginning. First reps, I felt pretty heavy. I'm gonna eat now a bunch of mangoes and the peanuts that I had. I don't think I'm gonna touch on eggs today. Yesterday I ate 12 eggs. I don't feel like that. Let's hope tomorrow I can train alone, but I'm starting to doubt, because I'm starting to realize that like maybe people check, they can discover my life and just go there on purpose because they think it's cool, but for me it's distracting, and I don't fuck with that shit. It was literally like one person left and the other people appear, and it's like, fuck, I can't have 1 second training alone, focusing alone. Like I remember back in last year, I went to the park and it was me alone, and I was really on my thoughts, and ever since this year, like Portugal is becoming a tourist place, and especially here in Ericeira, and every foreigner pull up, and I stopped going to the other park because there's so many people, and now I came to this park with supposedly nobody, and people start pulling up. So I guess I cannot have my space, unfortunately. But that's it, guys. See ya. Bye.